We're going to go ahead and continue with this morning's media availabilities. We're now joined by Josh Berry, driver of the number 21 Ford for Wood Brothers Racing. Thanks for joining us, Josh. We'll go ahead and open it up for questions. If you have one, we'll get a mic over to you. We'll start down here with Zach and then go to Cameron.
Zach Sternhill of NASCAR.com. Josh, you've run well here in your limited cup starts. What have you found works well for you here at Darlington, and how do you communicate that with Miles to get the most out of your car?
Yeah, I feel, I definitely feel pretty comfortable here. I think that really started, in the 4-car last spring, working with Rodney and, studying a lot of Kevin's data here. And we had a really good car, and that kind of translated and built some confidence in it that I think was able to translate to the Southern 500 last year, and then the 21 car in the spring. So, I feel good. I think we ran well in both those races last year. Ran well in the spring. I don't feel like there's any reason why we can't do it again this weekend.
What is the significance of the Southern 500 to you personally in terms of races you want to win? Yeah,
it's high up there. I mean, it's just such a fun track for one, but just a historic race, just a tough race, a grind. I mean, I think we all want to survive that and be in victory lane at the end of the day.
We'll go to Cameron and then to Chris.
Cameron Richardson, NASCAR.com. Josh, with Gateway inserted into this round, does it help? Does it sort of open the door for you guys to score a lot of points, given Penske does have a history within these first few races at Gateway being good at, these sort of tracks?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, they were super strong there last year, and honestly, personally, I felt like we had a pretty good race going. I got a speeding penalty at Gateway last year, but our pace was really good, and then we blew a tire and wrecked. But ultimately, I'm confident going into these first 3 rounds. I mean, really, we don't have to do anything crazy. We just need to be solid and consistent like we know we can and not limit our mistakes, and I think we'll find ourselves in the hunt when we get to Bristol.
We'll go to Chris and then over to Mark.
Chris Knight, catchfans.com. Josh, average finish of 20.8 entering the playoffs. What do you feel like your Achilles heel was towards the middle of the season and going into the playoffs?
I don't really feel like, especially when it comes to the oval tracks and the intermediates, it wasn't a performance thing. I mean, whether it was, mistakes on pit road or getting caught up in accidents, there's a number of races that I think back on that we were, here in the spring, Martinsville, we're in the lead and break. There's a lot of things that happen. I feel like, some in our control, some outside of our control. I mean, the biggest Achilles heel in this whole deal is going to be the Roval. But I feel like we've made gains on the road course program. And, when it comes to the Roval, I feel like, I can't remember. I think I finished about 20th there last year. I feel like I've gotten better since then. So, but we got to make it to that point before we worry about it, honestly.
We'll go to Mark, and then to Pete, then to Hunter, then to Lee.
Mark Garrow, PRN. 2 questions. Number 1, first time in the playoffs, just your thoughts of just making it. I mean, you're a long-time racer. You watch these guys. Now you're part of it.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, it's our biggest goal setting out this year. Obviously, to win my first race, and if you do that, more than likely you make the playoffs, and here we are. So, it's really cool. It's been a fun year working with these guys. Everybody at the Wood Brothers has done a really good job, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm proud of the gains we've made with the 21 car, over the last couple years, compared to the last couple years, and I feel like we're set up to kind of keep doing that, and making the playoffs is fun, but obviously we want to be competitive and have a good start to this deal.
That kind of follows up to my next question. Do you have to guard against going, okay, we made the playoffs, we conquered our first goal, and be satisfied with that? Do you have to be careful to want more?
Yeah, we certainly had a long time to reflect on just making the playoffs, I guess. So these guys, we're prepared. We're confident going into this deal. We feel like these tracks line up good. We don't need to do anything spectacular, like I said. We just need to limit our mistakes and be consistent and see how far we can go. But honestly, I feel like I'm in a good place, feel like the team's in a good place. I think we're ready to go.
Pete Yakabelli with the Associated Press. Josh, how do you feel about the playoffs opening at Darlington? This can be kind of a wild card track and keep kind of nuts at the end of tomorrow night's race. How do you feel about taking your chances at a place like this where any one slip could send you back down the standings?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we get paid the big bucks, right? I mean, here we are, and it's playoffs. It's going to be high pressure, high intensity, but, I mean, there's no place better to be racing at, I feel like, for all that. So I'm excited for it.
We'll go to Hunter, and then to Lee, and then over here to Jordan.
Josh, Hunter Thomas with thefourthturn.com. Last night there was a big Cars Tour late model race at Florence Motor Speedway, and you're not too far removed from that. What's it like fighting for a championship at Darlington, racing for the Wood Brothers during Darlington's 75th anniversary?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's been a super fun year. It's crazy how things have changed so much in the last 4 or 5 years. But, yeah, I watched that race last night. Thought it was a really good race, and kind of missed being out there, but obviously wanted to be focused on this weekend, so maybe we can get back out there sometime soon.
We'll go to Lee.
Lee Spencer, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio and CatchFence.com. The Penske Group, they seem to be a little concerned about the intermediate tracks. Do you share their concern?
Not really. Not really. I mean, I feel like, we look at Kansas. I thought we were really strong at Kansas, especially at the end of the race. I got a speeding penalty there and come through the field and had a really good push there at the end. And then obviously Vegas, we were strong. I mean, I feel good. It's like I said earlier, I feel good about most, pretty much everywhere we're going. It's just gonna, we just need to limit our mistakes. If we can build off of what we had in the spring, I think we'll be in good shape.
We'll go to Jordan.
Jordan Bianchi, The Athletic. Was there any speech or pep talk or anything that's done this week from yourself or from Miles to the team?
No, not really. It's kind of more business as usual. I feel like, it's easy to overthink these situations, I feel like, and overdo it. I mean, you work all year long to prepare and get in your routine of doing things week in and week out to prepare for the every week. And I think a lot of times when you get to this point, people overthink it and over prepare, and I feel like that can change your process and change your thinking going into this race, that you got to do more than what you've done all year. And I just don't feel like that's the case. I think that just comes back from my my background, racing short tracks and stuff and working on my race car. Like, if you go to a big race, I never worked harder on my car than I did every other week, right? Like, you just get in your routine and you do the things that you need to do, prepare, and you just go out and try to execute. So, I feel like our team itself is in a great place. They're really excited for the opportunity and feel like that we've left a lot of potential on the table throughout the year, and now it's just time to capitalize on that.
Have you guys even talked about playoffs, or is it just another week and then you guys haven't even mentioned the P word?
We've talked about it a little bit. Obviously it's all the things that I'm saying, right? Like that we just need to go be solid, right? Like, we don't have to go hit a home run. We just need to go be solid. I think we feel like 3 top 10s would be enough points probably to make it to the round of 12. That's where our head's at. So as long as we keep doing that, really, there's not too much to think on until something changes.
Are there any final questions for Josh? All right, Josh, thanks for your time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank y'all.